And we're live. Bitcoin Cash live. Come on down to the chat. Work your way on down. Just getting opened up here. Actually looking at the stuff for the first time pretty much today. I'll go through it all here. Welcome to Bitcoin Cash. Come on down into the chat. We are open here. So it looks like the CoinFlex thing is going through the restructuring. I looked it up today just to see if I could find out any other news about CoinFlex. They have had a couple updates on their website, so I recommend if you had money on there, check it out. They're doing like a restructure, but it just, all these exchanges going down seems a little bit kind of timely. I mean, it's just all of a sudden here. I mean, we've seen this kind of stuff before too, so not quite this big, but they might get bigger as time goes by, guys. The size of these exchanges going offline could go, they could get bigger, in the future. And it just seems to be kind of a way to kind of sidetrack what's going on. I mean, the prices on a lot of these coins recently are up. So despite all this stuff going on in crypto, there are a couple, coins that have been doing well. Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, up overall for the last couple days, and on some of them a couple months. I mean, Litecoin, Dogecoin, some of these are up on 3-month highs. Hey, stop. Come here. Don't do that. So a lot of them are up, guys. I mean, that's pretty much the facts here. So come on down to the chat. Looks like Bitcoin Jason has arrived. Welcome back. And yeah, I mean, these prices are just kind of where they're at. I mean, a lot of these prices on some of these coins, they haven't been doing that bad, considering the market meltdown. I mean, there's literally been like the biggest players in the game wiped out. We had CoinFlex, we had Voyager, we had Celsius, we had Terra, we had basically, you could say Solana too, just because it's under $15. I think last time I checked, it might have gone up a little bit. I did see it up earlier, but it's a good bit of money, and we're still doing okay. I mean, I would say a lot of these prices on these coins, since before all this crap happened, is not that big of a fluctuation. I mean, a lot of these coins that were already down, and I mean, they were already down. I mean, some of them went down around CoinFlex, around that date, but like most of them were down, and there was all this other stuff. And I know Terra probably happened. I would say Terra was a little before, because we did pretty much go down. But I mean, that was one scam, guys. But I mean, when 5 or 6 scams go down and the prices on some coins stay kind of the same, that to me shows, a lot of these coins are, they're going to be able to weather through some of these rough patches. So yeah, I mean, I think it's worth mentioning. I don't know, Bitcoin Jason's the only one that has said anything, so if you're in the chat, let us know. Let us know you're here. I don't know, Bitcoin Jason, what do you think? I mean, do you think, considering the meltdown of all these prices, of all these exchanges, all these things or whatever that have been happening in crypto, do you think that, Bitcoin Cash price relatively stable? I mean, it's down with the rest of the market, but its actual prices during these major collapses has been pretty steady. So I think there's a little bit of a resilience factor there. I mean, we've been keep looking at Solana. I mean, Solana might move back up, guys. I don't want anybody to think I'm, if they own this coin, I'm pretty sure it was tied up a little bit with FTX at Alameda Research. I've just been told that from a friend. I haven't really looked too much into it, but my friend doesn't really follow crypto too much unless there's something going on in it. He'll kind of explore it a little bit. So he told me this. But I do trust his advice. So if this is tied in with that FTX or, Alameda Research, I would pretty much steer clear of it. Plus, it's proof of stake. I mean, it's not mineable. So whatever's going on here, maybe it's more manipulation. I don't know. If it is, that sucks. But if some of these prices on some of these coins can move up, hopefully we can take some of that market that shouldn't have been there in the first place. So we maybe moves higher on some of these altcoins against core, which a lot of them, it's been the discussion for the last 3 days. Actually the last week. And it's true. I mean, a lot of these altcoins are going up. Bitcoin Cash has gone up. So we've seen some movements, and I think, it'll take similar course to, Litecoin always kind of goes up pretty quick. I don't see this going as much as potentially Bitcoin Cash, just because we haven't made any really initial up move. Even if it's a move similar to this, I mean, I think we figured it'd be about $3,600 per Bitcoin Cash the other night that we're already sitting at. So it's relative. Bitcoin Jason says, most business models are based on inflated modeling and high APY. I mean, that's pretty much the entire crypto market, pretty much. Is just these speculations and, these loans and everything's loaned out. The moment you stake something, it's being loaned out. I mean, everything is on loan. So my friend today was telling me that he thinks that crypto as a whole is going to get pulled down with, all these margin calls. I don't know if that's, how deep that goes, but it's a decent premise, at least, to kind of formulate what you might think could happen. I mean, he was calling Bitcoin Core down to under 5K. So, I mean, will we see that? I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing Bitcoin Core come down and some of these altcoins go up against Core, like massively, and just see what kind of user support we have there relative to Core. I'd like to see some momentum shift in that direction. Whether or not, we'll see that, I don't know. But we have seen it recently in Ripple, Dogecoin, Litecoin here recently. We saw it in Dash the other night when it was up 25%. A couple weeks ago we saw SHIB and Dogecoin up again. Dogecoin was up over 100%. Tron went up when FTX went up, and there was some saying that they were printing stablecoin. So I don't really know. You can't really. I mean, it's really hard to figure out what route you want to take with all these news stories. It's almost impossible to really say this is what's really going on. So Bitcoin Jason says, I don't see any real case for Litecoin. Yeah, I mean, we were talking about that the other night, bro. And I mean, we don't need to bring it back up. me and Bitcoin Jason were going back, last night and saying, hey, where's the move forward on Litecoin, and where is the merchant adoption from Bitcoin Cash? Like, where is it at now comparatively where it was, before the fork? And I mean, it was pretty clear, that we came to the same conclusion. Litecoin just hasn't had the user adoption on merchants. So as a payment system, in that respect, I think that it maybe doesn't make as much sense to try to push Litecoin for payments. I've used Litecoin, it's great, but even when you look into some of the way that the security features are on it, it's not as safe as Bitcoin Cash, for one. So you're talking, a whole different user experience in terms of security. So, it just doesn't have the merchants. Simply. I would say back in the day, you would see more Litecoin payments before Bitcoin Cash. It was kind of like right there with Bitcoin Core. You'd see them. I remember seeing them, and I know places still take Litecoin. I'm just saying it doesn't seem to have taken off in the direction of trying to expand like Bitcoin Cash has. It's kind of just like, okay, there it was, it's there. So I don't think it will take off as a payment system. If anybody like I said, guys, I have Litecoin, but I don't see it being a payment system. And we kind of said the same thing about Dash. Great community. I'm not saying that it can't be used as a payment system. It just doesn't seem to have the same momentum. There's not island countries taking Dash, like the entire island, or these cities and stuff in suburban and rural America, or the world. So I don't know. If Bitcoin Jason says if Bitcoin is to go to 5K, which can happen, we need ₚ to buck against that trend. Yeah, no, I definitely agree there, bro. The issue with BTC and Bitcoin Cash is commonly seen to the normal people as Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes down a lot, they complain about it with BCH, even though BCH has more of an upside. Yeah, for sure. That's kind of the thing here. Right? Like, we've been watching Litecoin and some of these other altcoins, Ethereum Classic. We've been seeing these breaks away from Bitcoin Core. We haven't seen that in Bitcoin Cash yet, or Dash yet, back to a certain date, or we just saw it now in Litecoin here recently. So yeah, we need to have that. Definitely need to have that breakaway moment. But for the payment system to be reminded, I really think that it's got to go. It's got to go up to where Core has been in a previous rally, like a known mental support level, just to remind everybody, because you got some old whales that are just hanging on to their Core coin, hanging on to their Bitcoin Cash, hanging on to their Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin SV. You have whales that are hanging on to all of them, and then you have newer whales that have came into the space that have bought tens and thousands or hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins, this massive amount of Bitcoin, but didn't buy the equal amount of Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin SV. Or you have wallets of whales that are dumping large BTC Core positions but hanging on to their fork coins. So that's where I kind of see maybe hopefully some of this breakaway, because I don't know if anybody's from a technical standpoint. I don't believe Litecoin was forked from Bitcoin. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm taking a complete guess here. But I it uses a different algorithm. It just seems like from the basic stuff, maybe it's just kind of its own crypto. I've heard people say it's like, oh, it's a fork of Litecoin. It's it's light Bitcoin, or that's what they were kind of saying a couple years ago, like it's for payments, but I don't think it was forked. I don't know, somebody tell me. Maybe it was release date 2011, so maybe. This graph only goes back to 2014, I believe. So yeah, who knows? Let us know though. I don't know if this is actually a fork coin. Probably pretty easy to figure out, but I'm not sure if Litecoin was a actual fork of Bitcoin, or really kind of how it came to be. Yeah, guys, if you're in the chat, let us know. Bitcoin Jason's lighting it up right now. So come on down, join the chat. I'll try to keep it open and see if we can get a discussion going. But yeah, I mean, I just don't see Litecoin. It doesn't seem to be pushing the same battle. I mean, it's just kind of just there. We got a lot of coins that are like this, which is, it's fine. You know, there's no reason it can't go to the moon, as people say. I mean, it could easily go to, you know, $3,000, $4,000, and it's at $77 now. So I don't want anybody to, you know, get the wrong idea that, you know, I just don't see it as the answer to the payment system, is all. I mean, I would almost say, like, if Bitcoin Cash was around, forked, and the whole dilemma happened a lot earlier on, I think the payment system would be farther built out if Litecoin was the fork of that. I mean, it just seems, it's just, you know, I always look at Litecoin too. I mean, I'm always following it. It really went well in the plus token scam. I don't know if people were just using it more to dump positions, which, you know, could have been the reason. I don't know, but I just don't see the adoption happening. I mean, let me know if I'm wrong. I'm open to, you know, looking at merchants that accept it, or, you know, places, big online places that accept it, and I have seen it online accepted. I mean, I've seen it accepted a lot of places. It just doesn't seem to have the push for it, you know, the step forward for it like this coin. But, you know, some of these coins, they still go up. If you know, if the ultimate value still goes up, you know, they still have some kind of purpose in the game. So Ethereum Classic, I mean, we went way up here. I think we went up to 200, to be honest. I just don't think it was so shortly lived at that level that we don't really see it. But I think we went up to 200. I could be wrong. All-time high 173. Yeah, I think we touched 200 on Ethereum Classic on some exchanges. Again, maybe for like half an hour or 15 minutes. I mean, like, not even enough to register it. But seen a lot of this action out of these coins that you just wouldn't think, you know, would have the type jumps. But, you know, that maybe that's a lot of the reason we have not seen that on Bitcoin Cash. We haven't seen that massive breakaway like we have in some of the other altcoins, because a lot of the other altcoins have nothing suppressing the price. I mean, nothing. They don't have, you know, grayscale built on top of them. They don't have all these, you know, these whales that are slowly manipulating the price. You know, they're supported a few exchanges when nobody's using them or nobody's buying them. You know, they're going 1,000% up in a week. So it you know, it's kind of seems to be the way of this stuff here. Bitcoin Jason says merchants accepting it and people using it is the only way Litecoin can compete. I mean, yeah, and I don't really see that happening, honestly. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. If anybody's in here and saying that Litecoin is like accepted all these places, please send me a link, because from what I've seen, they just don't even seem to, you know, care about it being a payment system. So that might not have anything to do with it going up in price. It still could go to, you know, 3,500. You know, it could go to a Bitcoin Cash previous high. You know, and Bitcoin Cash could go to 20K. I mean, these numbers are not limited to. They're not limited to what we speculate on, guys. It's massive whales selling and a massive amount of the public buying. So, what does that the most? Well, a payment system, because you're literally doing so many transactions on it. That could potentially be really, really good transactions coming in and out of crypto, getting swapped for other coins. People could build out their own staking and loans and stuff like that. It can all happen at one centralized place. Not centralized in the sense of it can't migrate to other cryptos. It can like be traded. You can, you know, use it as collateral, use it as money. You know, money has a purpose, as a use case. So I think the price here can go way up. I mean, like I said, there's no top to this stuff. It can go as high as it needs to go. before everybody realizes what it is, and then it'll decide whether or not it wants to stay up there, and it'll sell, and most people will probably lose their position, honestly. I know that's kind of a negative way to look at it, but I think a lot of people will inevitably lose their position just because it just goes up so fast. I mean, this is not something most investments, instruments even do. They don't even do this kind of stuff. So we could go from like $77 and back up to, well over $2,000-$3,000 in a matter of like a month. So it can happen, guys. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just doesn't seem to be picking up. It doesn't seem to be moving forward. It just seems to be kind of sitting there. There's no push for Litecoin to really be the payment system, I don't think, at this point. So yeah, I mean, we can look at these prices all night long. I mean, there's no way to. This coin was up like 200% today. It's on ℚ𝕠𝕚𝕑. It's on Binance. I mean, reputable exchanges. It was trading over $2, and that jump was just today. I mean, it went almost went to $3.50. So I guess it went up another 150% since I saw it. But you got these big exchanges here, guys, and they're not messing around. They're kind of waving it in your face, saying, "Hey, this is what we're doing right here." So Binance and ℚ𝕠𝕚𝕑, the big one, was doing it too. You know what? I think this was actually the exchange I was thinking that Bitcoin Cash traded a little higher or a little lower on, like regularly. Maybe I don't think it was Fat BTC. I think it was the big one. Let's see if that's right. I don't think it was this far down. No, it's not. That's why I skipped it. It was not this far down. Yeah, I guess it was Fat BTC. Dcoin. Guys, if you're live, let us know. We are here. We got Bitcoin Jason here. Me and him are holding down the chat tonight. Same with Neo and Digibyte. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see those being payment systems. Even Digibyte has cheaper fees than Bitcoin Cash. The user adoption is just not there. The community is great, but you got to have some. There's got to be some kind of force to push this thing forward. I mean, these projects just idle, and they just become staked equity basically on in crypto world. So yeah, I don't see Neo, I don't see Digibyte really being a payment system either. I mean, for one, Neo, you can only send entire tokens. You can't send an entire token. So you got to send like one at a time, and that's just not practical. It's not practical to use gas every time you want to send a coin. So it's like a whole process to do it. Neo definitely doesn't work. Now Digibyte could have worked had it had been pushed, but it just wasn't. So yeah, I agree with you. I don't see Neo and Digibyte doing anything. CoinJoin, I don't know if I saw that, Bitcoin Jason. I sometimes turn YouTube on. I don't know if I saw that one. But guys, check it out if you guys are interested in stuff that's happening on Bitcoin Cash. Click Bitcoin Jason's little icon right there, the little emoji, and it'll send you over to his channel and you can check it out. So apparently it's CoinJoin. But yeah, tell us about it. I mean, we're eager to know. ℚ𝕠𝕚𝕠 exchange rank number 14. I don't know if they have a house token, but seems like they might. All these exchanges basically do have house tokens at this point. I mean, we just don't know how deep this goes, guys. I mean, this could be deep at this point, just because we don't have any idea, you know, how these house tokens that aren't being taken off these exchanges are trading. I mean, some of them are. You can get Binance Coin on most wallets, but not all of these you can. So I don't know if ℚ𝕠𝕚 actually has a house token, but you know, ₚ𝑣𝑦, Tiger Cash, Tiger Exchange, Coin Tiger. I mean, pretty much every exchange has a token at this point. So yeah, I mean, we don't know where the money's going, right? Nobody knows where it's at. And when these exchanges just go down, we don't know how much money we're tied into these other exchanges. Maybe FTX had a bunch of exchanges that it was tied to. Maybe they're the ones who failed. You know, it's speculative stuff, but you don't know how deep this stuff could go. So I mean, look at ℚ𝕠𝕚. It's trading all these cryptos with, you know, 59 million worth of volume, $46 million worth of Ethereum, each 24-hour period. And I don't know that there's really anybody watching these exchanges. So that might be for the benefit, but it might not. Maybe it's hurting the price. And maybe if there was more transparency here from these exchanges, we could get a little safer prices. Bitcoin Jason, so we have a flip starter to get BCH privacy on wallets like Cash Fusion, and it will make possible to use BCH benefits of Zcash and Monero. Yeah, I mean, that's awesome, bro. So apparently Bitcoin Jason has got a flip starter going on, guys. So, you know, privacy is always good. If we can bring some of that stuff from Zcash, which there was a video, me and Bitcoin Jason actually went back and did a private Zcash transaction, guys. So if we bring some of that stuff over, it's just a plus. It's just another added benefit to, having that option. And if it's as easy as Zcash, then I mean, we're all in for a treat. So I do recommend you guys look that in at the CoinJoin. I'll probably look into it at some point, Bitcoin Jason, and check it out on your YouTube. But that privacy is just an added benefit, guys. It really is. That's what a lot of these coins have an edge on. Monero, Zcash. Zcash is going into proof of stake, apparently. I don't know if that's changed. And let me know if it has. Last I heard, they were going into proof of stake. I think this upcoming year, maybe it's next year. So, I mean, I don't know how that stuff's going to really... I don't know if this proof of stake thing is the way to go. I don't know if there's a certain regulatory stuff behind some of these coins on how they were set up that maybe they're trying to like safety net their coin before they see some incoming problems, and still protect it from being maybe non-existent. So, I mean, not all the coins that are proof of stake now, like Ethereum or, a handful of other ones that are pretty much every coin is either staked on Ethereum or proof of stake. I mean, most coins are not mineable. There's only, I don't know how many there are, maybe like 20 or 30, maybe more, but there's not like a ton of them. Zcash proof of stake, Juju, yeah, I mean, that's what they were saying. They were talking about it like last year, when Zcash was up. Like, Zcash had pumped last year around my birthday, so I know for some reason it had gone way up compared to like the rest of the crypto market. I want to say it was close to 300. I could be wrong. The last year, so I don't. They announced it then, but I can't remember if it was before or after it went up. But I think it was either supposed to be this year or next year. They're supposed to switch it, guys. And I mean, I have Zcash, guys. I'm not worried about the community tanking, but if it does, oh well. But basically, you have these coins that, maybe Zcash was mineable, but maybe how they they raise money from it was a problem, or and regulatory is going to crack down on some of this stuff maybe in the future, because it sounds a lot like securities, and that's kind of what like Ripple and Ethereum were kind of facing. Like, is this thing a security? So it doesn't matter to me if it is. You guys know my stance on it. I think these cryptos should be pushed. I think they should be mainstream use. So I don't care if something's necessarily proof of stake, but the government might not want it. So some of these coins might be trying to run from a future problem they see happening. But some coins were just organically made. Like, it's just they can't be proven that they're a security. So there's nothing to worry about on a lot of these, especially these mineable coins. But I'm not sure the exact story on every single coin. I only know what I know, which is questionable. It's not Bitcoin Jason's flip starter. It's one that I'm bringing public attention to. That's even better, man. So guys, Bitcoin Jason is once again trying to give us some info here that might be beneficial. They're trying to bring a little more privacy to Bitcoin Cash. Like I said, guys, the option's always there on Bitcoin Cash to do these kind of things. We just get enough community support to do it, implement it, build it out, engineer the project out. So hopefully we'll see that feature in the future. Guys, we are live. Come on down. Checking out the volume on Dcoin for some reason. Some of these altcoins are still around. It's just incredible to me. Like these ones like Sun. Does anybody remember this coin? Just remember seeing it. I'm not saying... Like, some of these coins are still doing massive amounts of volume on exchanges. It's just crazy to me. They're not. It's not real volume, at least. I just don't see some of these coins doing this much volume. I just don't. I always kind of thought bringing on an altcoin to an exchange was pretty much you pay the listing fee, they do some kind of audit on it, and you provide the liquidity for it basically, and it trades. Because I just don't see this kind of stuff really. ℚ𝕠𝕗, ADEX. ADEX is only doing 1,000. It just doesn't make sense. Like, some of these projects are it's just a joke. Total joke. ℚ𝕠𝕗, Beam. Has anybody heard of any of these projects? They're doing like $350,000 worth of volume a year, or a day, which is just insane. Bitcoin Jason says there's so much on BCH that simply is not being noticed. Even myself, I find it overwhelming on what is out there. Yeah, here's the thing, guys. It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time, because you see it here on these exchanges. It's why I go through this stuff. Luffy, Inu, Digital Rand, Beam, Yearn.finance. All this garbage is going to come crumbling down at some point. The trash will be taken out at some point on a lot of these coins. And that should excite you guys, because it's going to go one place, or multiple places, or everywhere at the same time. And these stories get relived, guys. These things get relived. It would not surprise me if we saw a return to pretty much every Bitcoin fork up to the top 10 gainers for gains and volumes, guys. Very easy to do for the exchanges. But yeah, I mean, it's overwhelming, bro, how much stuff is going on in crypto in general. Bitcoin Cash too, but crypto in general, guys. I mean, just over the last 6 months, we've seen like all this stuff happen. And to me, it's just crazy how many of these coins have pretty much died. They're traded down to like unimaginable lows. And there's still coins here: Neo, Bitcoin Cash, Ripple, Quantum, that have not fallen that much. They just haven't, guys. And they're doing hundreds and thousands of Bitcoins, 6,000, 3,000 Bitcoin cores, trading on these volumes, guys. Different pairs. I mean, it's just insane. Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash against Bitcoin. Some exchanges have multiple trading pairs against dozens of coins on their exchange. It's crazy. You know, not so much Bit4x, it looks like, but I mean, this stuff's just so crazy when you start looking into it. I mean, CoinTiger still has Bitcoin Cash labeled as BCH-ABC. I mean, what the heck? You know, just crazy shit like that. BCH-ABC. So they're still recognizing the ticker. You know, I'm sure if you sent your money there, it'd be fine. You know, I'm not going to go do it. But it's still doing $163,000 worth of volume every 24-hour, or this 24-hour period. It's just crazy. Craziness. These coins. Yeah, man, it's definitely overwhelming. Especially the more you look into crypto. Out here. Guys, we are live. Come on down to the chat. Feel free to come down to the chat. It's absolutely free to come join, and we'd love to have you. Anybody buy any Canary dollars recently? Crypto chip token. It's doing 50,000 worth of volume at 24-hour period. Uniswap. It's doing almost the exact same volume as Uniswap on this exchange, guys. You see my point? None of this stuff makes any sense. So yeah, these exchanges, guys, are like pirates. CoinTiger, NFT network, doing 32 million this 24-hour period on their exchange. Crazy. Of course, there's their house token up there doing a 1.5 milli. Islamic coin, Ethereum Classic. So it's just really kind of weird stuff, guys. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know really where I'm going with any of this, but just a little bit weird. Like I said, this mobile coin was up over 200% today, which is just crazy, and it's gone all the way back down. We've seen Dogecoin has gone back up, which is just crazy. Drop it in the chat, guys. I got my QR code in the top right. Send your boy a micro payment. Let me know. This coin right here, Everpedia, has been going up too, which is just crazy. Another crazy incident. Manifestation of just craziness. I mean, look at that 3-month period. What in the heck is that? It's on Upbit. It's on CoinTiger, Bittrex. Oh no, not anymore. So this is like 3 exchanges putting this thing on a top 10 gainer on World Coin Index, which this volume's not even accurate, guys. You've heard me say that a billion times here.
They say we only use a fraction of
I don't know.
our true potential. That's when we're awake. When we're asleep, our mind can be almost anything. Now in a dream, our mind continues.
Guys, throw it in the chat. Bitcoin Jason is the only one who has lit up the chat tonight. So if you're here, let us know. He can't run the chat himself here, but he's doing an okay job. So thank you for that.
You create
yeah, I mean,
you bring the subject.
what do you got, man? Let us know. Bring up something here. I'm dying for some something related. Give us something to go on, Bitcoin Jason. What do we do here? What are we doing here? What's going on? I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I can't put that on him. I mean, we're sitting here trying to get this stuff going. I mean, what are we doing here? We're up 30% on Litecoin. Is this jump coming to the whole overall crypto market? Is it just gonna stay put? We don't know. You know, we don't know. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I'm glad you support me, man, because you know, there's not a lot to support right now, guys. Most people are, you know, pretty much sour on crypto at the moment. I feel like, you know, if you look at the news, it's like bad. And it's kind of weird because I'm not the slightest bit concerned. I'm really not. I'm not worried about crypto right now. I'm not concerned. I'm really not. I don't feel like the prices are incredibly out of reach right now. They're actually very affordable. So if you want to actually buy some crypto, it's actually a really good time. But so two big projects for me is ʔ and mobile privacy functions. Yeah, I mean, we definitely need both of those things. I'm not sure on ʔ, but privacy is definitely one of the things we need, guys. I mean, you know, as somebody who wants to transact, you need to have that option. If you can go private, you can. And coins have done it successfully, so there's no reason we can't build that kind of stuff out on Bitcoin Cash. But I mean, we're doing good, guys. I mean, I don't want to get anybody the wrong impression. We're doing really good. I mean, comparatively to other coins, we're doing phenomenal. I mean, I don't see any coin, and I try to follow other communities, guys. I don't like to just be biased. You know, I don't want to just say, oh, Bitcoin Cash is the only one. I've looked in to try and follow other communities. They don't have the type vibe I like, honestly. It just seems, it's almost like me being a realtor and me putting one of those automated things on my Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or whatever social media account I'm using, and it just gets updated. I know some of it's written and like actually people spend time on it. It just doesn't feel. It feels more like automated and just kind of advertised. I don't know that there's really a lot going on there for me, honestly. Bitcoin Jason says ʔ once as a mainstream merchant adoption will do away with stablecoins. ʔ once as a mainstream and merchant adoption will do away with it. I don't know what you mean there, man. I guess you're saying, I didn't know that the merchant adoption were really using stable coins. I thought even if somebody wanted to, you know, I've never seen it from the merchant side. It'd be kind of cool to see. I know it's online, but I didn't know they were using stable coins, man. Honestly. Hey, what's going on, bro? Pete, what's going on? I hope you're good too. The retention of merchants will encourage users BCH to spend when the price recovers. Yeah, I mean, or do the merchant systems that you guys have out there, do they accept other cryptos and stable coins, or is it just Bitcoin Cash? Because I didn't know merchants were using stable coins, honestly. Like, even if they converted, I felt like they would probably do it at the same time period or shift if it's like a restaurant, or, you know, maybe even immediately just cash out the money if that's what they wanted to do. I learned about ℚ incorporated in merchant POS. Yeah, I mean, that sounds phenomenal, bro. Can you let us know though about those stable coins? Because I'm curious, man. I didn't know that those devices. I thought it was like just Bitcoin Cash. Are you teaching any merchants about ℚ, Jason? I mean, guys, he might have some stuff on his YouTube. He's got a lot of educational stuff on Bitcoin Jason's YouTube. It's almost like a PBS channel, you guys. You guys can go there. Well, that scared the living piss out of me. It's like, what the fuck? Some other countries are using stable coins, guys. Zeus, come here. I don't know what's going on with Litecoin, man. No news, no nothing. It just pumped for no reason. BNB has replaced Dash in Venezuela. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different stuff going on, guys. I mean, I would not be surprised if we see a massive run up on some of these altcoins very, very soon. It just seems like it would make sense. Bitcoin Cash, baby. Yeah. Let's see what you guys are saying. Bitcoin Jason says the great thing about any hedge is it makes bookwork easy for merchants and gives us a place to buy at spot prices. Okay. I just can't wait till, man, they implement Bitcoin Cash on like Verifone's system here. That's like the main one I see at most places. That might just be the device, but it seems like Bitcoin Cash is the only crypto that's being taken at legitimate places out here. Like I said, you can use it at a very reputable food chain out here, which is huge. Yeah, I mean, I think that the sky's the limit, honestly, on all this stuff. I mean, there's no limit to it. I mean, there's no limit to it, guys. It's limitless. It's like crazy to think about, but it's true. What you got on to BCH, Chad? What are you around during the fork? Yeah, I was around during the fork. In fact, I got forked Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold, and yeah, I was around for the fork. To me, the fork, let me think about it a second. So yeah, I got into crypto like end of July, early August of 2017. So I got into crypto, I started buying Ethereum and Bitcoin. It wasn't Bitcoin Cash. So I don't remember if I got forked coins from Coinbase though, honestly. I think I had my money on ₚ at that point. I bought Monaco, I bought Litecoin. I ended up buying Bitcoin Cash after the fork too, at around when it went down. When it actually went down to like, shoot, I can't remember if it was 350 or 650 I bought it at, but I bought more Bitcoin Cash. And I don't remember if I sold it and it went up, or it went up and I sold it as it was going up. I mean, honestly, guys, when you first get into crypto, you really don't know what you're doing, honestly. That's why I keep telling everybody in these chats, like, I wish there was a little bit more onboarding from the exchanges to kind of give people an idea of what really they should be doing. It could literally be like a 20-second video that you have to watch. There's no way to skip it. There's no way to do, the next button. You have to watch it and answer like 5 questions. I mean, really, it could be that elementary, where like anybody could see it and be able to do it. And I just don't see why there's that gap. It's like we're purposely trying to screw people over entering the crypto market. So yes, I was around during the fork. Like I said, I didn't know to the magnitude of how big it was, the argument. Maybe it wasn't really that big. Maybe it was just really big to some people, which could be a kind of a thing. And I actually went to the extent of buying SegWit 2x coins on HitBTC. And I got out of that because I just felt like it was like, I made a little bit of money on it and was like buying into it. And then I was like, wait a second, there's not a lot of news articles coming out about this stuff. This is a scam. So luckily got out of that. And I mean, at the end of the day, guys, you know, these coins can go to zero, any of them. So you gotta be kind of cautious on where you're putting what kind of money you think is going to be around, because you can lose your butt in this stuff. And CoinJoin gives the ability to make privacy apps with JavaScript. Okay, yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, I like to see that we're moving in the direction of innovation. So you know, keep up the good work. I know you're supporting it. It's not your project, but you always bring in good projects to Bitcoin Cash, bro. So appreciate that. So yeah, I mean, was I around during the fork? Yes. I didn't make any, you know, big moves around then, guys. I was just getting into crypto, and I ended up, like I told you, I lost like 4 Bitcoins, I think, on Monaco. In and out between that, I've lost a lot of crypto, guys, honestly. And that's just the learning curve. Like I said, if we had that onboarding, and it can be very simple, you know, it could be something as like, you know, explaining how exchanges actually really work, how they, you know, can still be in charge of your money, like give people the option. They can still trade there if they want. It's still an open marketplace. You know, maybe Binance does that. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been on Binance. I know that they're kind of the top leading exchange for now, and they seem to have been for a while, and they seem to be doing the crypto market a very good job, honestly. I mean, they've had some hacks on, you know, their chain, like some of their chains or whatever, you know, some of their stuff, but they're always able to back it up, and you know, they have it under control. It's not like it doesn't spiral out of control. You know, I think they're keeping, I think it was over 70% of their coin, you know, away from, you know, untouchable, you know, not on their exchange where people can hack. You know, they have a lot of security measures, guys. So I mean, for now, Binance is, you know, the best, it seems like, and we don't even get access to a lot of their market here in America. You know, I think most of their coins are just on Binance. Binance.us. I stopped using them because there was nothing on it. Very minimal trading pairs. So yeah, Bitcoin Jason saying CoinJoin gives the ability to make privacy apps with JavaScript. So like I said, man, innovation. It never stops on Bitcoin Cash. This kind of stuff isn't getting built out on other chains. It's just not. On these ERC20 tokens, it's not. And we can go through these exchanges and see that it's just garbage volume. I mean, it's not even, it's just nobody trading these stuff other than these exchanges back and forth. Nobody really doing much of anything on any of this stuff. So it's just a big waste of time, big waste of money. There's only a handful of projects I think right now are really doing the crypto space a good, you know, good step forward. And most of these are just, you know, I'm not going to say specific ones, like SHIB. This coin probably will be the next Dogecoin, honestly. So I said that, yeah, this probably will be the next Dogecoin. But at what point do we say, like, let's get one of these functionable, please? Like, just can we get one crypto that's actually adopted mainstream and get people to catch on what this stuff was? Like, what the real reason is to be in crypto. Like, what does it take? We need to get like just one coin. We haven't been able to do that yet, and that's not an easy task. So I'm not saying it from a, you know, perspective like, oh, we should have had this done. Like, we've been trying to. It's not. This is really hard to do. It's like almost impossible. You're facing, you know, entire nations on trying to, you know, do a specific thing, and it has not been done on one coin. We kind of did it on Bitcoin. You know, we kind of did it with Monero, but I mean, what are we doing here, guys? I mean, we're staking Ethereum now because we don't know if it's going to be illegal in the next year. I mean, Dogecoin's going to these insane amounts. Ripple, I mean, might be the payment system. I mean, what is going on? Like, Litecoin's up. There's so many crazy stories behind every single one of these coins, and I find it funny that really we haven't been able to mainstream adopt any coin but Bitcoin Cash. That's the only one. There hasn't been a push on any of these other coins for a payment system. Doesn't matter how cheap the fee is. Digibyte's fee, BSV's fee. The fee can go to basically nothing, and on some they do, and not one of them has been a mainstream payment system. The closest we've had to that was Bitcoin, like I said in the beginning, Monero, and Bitcoin Cash, and Bitcoin has not been a payment system in years. So I don't know, guys. What's your take? What do you think? Bitcoin Jason, so in my mind, privacy and merchant accepting stability will take market cap of many coins. Yeah, I mean, for sure. I mean, the more we get built out on anything is going to be a plus. Yeah, I mean, these coins, guys, are just crazy. So yeah, like why, I think somebody asked me earlier, why is Litecoin up? It was Pete. I'm excited for Kim's Cash Rain project. Did you get to try the demo? I did not. I don't follow any of this stuff, guys, since I've been banned from Twitter. Like I think around the time I got banned from Twitter is when ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕖𝕣 actually started posting on Bitcoin Cash. So I could only find his stuff if I searched it online, and it wasn't readily available online too. You kind of had to search for it, and yeah, I don't even know what cash rate is, but feel free to enlighten us in the chat. I'll look into some of these things when I have some time. But yeah, I mean, ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕖𝕣's been pretty much saying Bitcoin Cash is the best payment system consistently, quarter after quarter, for a couple years now. Yeah, it's gonna be on the Twitter stream. See what I mean? There's like tons of stuff happening on Bitcoin Cash, guys. Like I didn't even know about this. Yeah, we need like one big push for global adoption. Like just one big push. We don't need to worry about too much about like all these ongoing little battles with the price. Like we just need to keep pushing for adoption. One big push and get it out there. And then hopefully, some of these, I think ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕼, last I heard, he was talking about using Bitcoin Cash in gaming. Like that was his argument, really, was that Bitcoin Cash would work perfectly in like a gaming online community, which is huge. I mean, I feel like ever since Steam and some of these companies came about, the online gaming industry is just like massive. It's nothing like it was 10, even 15 years ago, coming up 20 years ago. It's just like it's worldwide now. It's huge. So he kind of like was talking about that and how Bitcoin Cash could kind of be worked into that kind of community, the gaming community, and I think he's got a really good point. Bitcoin Jason, yeah, like I said, it's going to be on Twitter, guys. I mean, that just easy access stuff. I mean, although I'm not on Twitter, I probably can still find it. These things are all free, guys. I mean, Bitcoin Cash is putting a lot of this stuff out there as just free material. Like, if you can't make it to the Bitcoin Cash conference, you can go watch it all online. You can see, the entire conference. You can go, you can go on Twitter and see the actual demo to this ℚ𝕠𝕗𝕼 thing. So I mean, it's pretty cool stuff, guys. It's all free. I want to push these new innovations to make BCH pump and viral to take the rightful place in the marketplace. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably going to do that pretty soon, bro. Honestly, I mean, if we get some of these lineups from like Litecoin, some of these other altcoins, I would assume that Bitcoin Cash would probably go up. But I know what you mean. You want to get you want the price to go to like 5K overnight, basically, within like a week or two. That way people would explore, because a lot of people don't even know crypto was even made as a payment system. They don't even know that. Like, even though it's called like currency and it's in its own name, they don't know it was an actual payment system. They don't even know like the basic marketplaces it existed on, like how deep this stuff really, really goes. I mean, we're talking 2009, guys. It's 2023. I mean, so, you know, most of this world does not even know about what even crypto is. They just know the word cryptocurrency, Ethereum, and a few other words, and they might know a lot. You know, they might study as much as they can for, you know, 6 months about it, but they're still not going to know everything about it. I don't know everything about it, and I pretty much, you know, I try to look at a lot of stuff, a lot in this space, guys. Pete, oh man, it's a pretty cool project. Basically a platform for influencers to reign BCH on their community. Be really cool, I think. Basically free BCH for people. Community, kind of like the Faucet project, where like people could actually get get free crypto and it would actually be spent. Community members can also donate the BCH cash pool to earn clout in the community, like Twitch gift subs. Huge potential, I think. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of these decentralized platforms, guys, you can just move your audience over. Like it creates so much competition for projects to compete to be better, rather than to just be paid to stay the same and not innovate. Like, and just have marketing and, you know, ads and you know, advertisement. That's all these companies are, is advertising platforms. So once you take that away and you have the root core project, like some of these very basic sites like ₚ👠.cash. I mean, I know they're not basic in the sense of how they're built out. They're just, their platform is not as aesthetically inviting. So it's just kind of a test run, guys. I mean, a lot of these platforms are just showing me, what they can do, like how you can earn money and like things can get voted up, and you know, you can have massive communities. I mean, if this stuff was innovated on Twitter right now, I mean, do you understand how big Twitter would be, like overnight? But they don't, it takes all the money out of everything, guys, because it's basically no revenue for the company. So it's like, what's the point? And that's when it comes down to innovation. People will compete and build things out for the best platform, and they'll be the creators of those platforms will be in themselves rich, because they're going to get money from it one way or another, even if it's not on the side of where the payments come in, and, you know, fees and stuff like that, and that might be tweaked too. So, but yeah, I mean, these projects, guys, are potentially huge, and they're definitely disruptive, because all these projects that people are advertising on, there's no need for advertising on these other sites. There's no need, because there's just no point. It's all based on material content. Yeah, BCH in the social media space is one nut we need to crack. I mean, it seems like you could literally take the idea from like ₚ👠.cash, you know, even ₡read.cash, implement that in Twitter, and they might just do that with Lightning Network on Bitcoin Core, which it'll just be so weird, because people will like have to like download a Twitter. It'd basically be a Twitter wallet, and like load their Lightning Network wallet first, and then send it to Twitter. I don't know how it would all work, guys, but it seems like a disaster. I'm not trying to pick on BTC Core. If they could figure out a way to make it work, it just seems like a lot of unneeded steps. They already are doing it on ₡read.cash and ₚnoise.cash. You know, you can go there and check those out. They're already doing it. Kim's been getting really close to Elon on Twitter. Frequently gets responses from him. It's interesting to watch. Yeah, I mean, that's great you're letting us know that stuff, because I mean, like I said, if you didn't tell me that, bro, I would not even know. But I mean, Elon Musk knows, I think, more about crypto than probably most people. He probably knows more about crypto than me. He's just not telling everybody. And he knows that the real value of crypto is not to like hold it back like BTC Core, man. It's just not. It's supposed to be used. Like, let's get people using it and see how it works. If it doesn't work phenomenally well, then we can take a look on why it didn't work. But I don't see that happening, guys, honestly. It would be a great way to just let it go, you know, let it be what it was made to do. It was made to be a payment system. Let's try to innovate it, build it out. We'll scale it as needed. We'll increase the block size as needed, whatever. We'll adjust difficulty. It'll run smoothly. It'll be the best payment system ever. We'll scale it back. We'll scale it up, whatever we need to do. And then basically, you know, let it be used as cash on platforms. Twitter could just be one platform it's used on. You can, you know, there's ways to buy stuff online with crypto, but if we take those stupid those stupid apps out where we have to like do this or send the money here to like do the transaction, like no, let's just build it out like a normal credit card merchant system. Let people accept it. If they don't want to accept it, they can use their credit card and pay whatever fee they want, or you know, and not get the discount the retailer's given for using crypto or whatever they want to do. But you know, we're not even giving it a chance, guys. I mean, Bitcoin Cash is the only one actually even giving the payment system a chance, honestly. I don't know of another one that's doing it. I mean, I follow, like I said, Dash. I know they're trying to do it. I mean, I do see stuff, but it's just not. It just doesn't seem to be there, honestly. So, I mean, we got one attempt to do this, guys. You know, we need some of this stuff built out so we can actually see how it runs. We don't even know. We really don't even know. I would say the closest we got to that by knowing maybe it was on Silk Road, you know, and that's not really the best place to, you know, watch it flourish. Not that there's anything wrong with a lot of the stuff that happened on there, because there's not. But if you have, you know, if you have a marketplace that's just, you know, a lot of illegal shit, you really don't know. That's not the main marketplace. That's not where most people are going to shop. You know, is the Silk Road. There's no reason most people should go on that website. If they want to go do it, you know, that's completely up to them. You know, you have free will to, you know, do that. Go to the Silk Road and buy stuff or purchase things on the Silk Road. But most people don't have any real reason to be on there, because there's not really anything on there other than, you know, from what I saw, a lot of drugs, a lot of firearms and that kind of thing. So, I mean, people can do whatever they want to do, but there's not really, that marketplace is not really, it's so small. I mean, it could have been way bigger, but it's so small comparatively to, like, if we were to get Bitcoin Cash involved in just like day-to-day household transactions, like buying a burger with Bitcoin Cash, like basically that you can do in St. Kitts. You know, buy a burger, you know, buy a gallon of milk, you know, this kind of stuff. You know, most people aren't going to Silk Road, guys. There's just no point. You know, they're not wanting to go to Silk Road. There's no reason. They don't want to, you know, go there for any reason. So we don't really even have a clear idea on how the marketplace would even affect, like, for one, price, because we obviously know there's something built into it that kind of creates that need for people to want to buy it, you know, as money comes into it. And, you know, it does appreciate and all that stuff. So, as I understand, Dogecoin is not ready to process large numbers of transactions, so would likely fail if implemented on Twitter. Is that correct? Well, they tried to implement Dogecoin on Tesla. They already tried it. It was very uneventful because the whole community doesn't even know it's being used as cash. They don't even know. They couldn't even figure out, you know, how to go to Tesla.com and purchase with Dogecoin. That's what I'm saying. So the market doesn't even know how Bitcoin is supposed to behave in a real marketplace, because all we have is the Silk Road, really. I mean, St. Kitts is so small. We know it works phenomenal down there. So great, so basically so good that St. Martin wants to make it a legal currency. So, I mean, what do? We don't even know how this stuff would behave. I buy milk, bread, burger, pizza. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin Jason does it. That's what I'm saying. It's working fine for him. So we don't really know how Bitcoin Cash, price-wise, would behave in a real marketplace. Like, we don't. You know, because the user cases, guys, is comparatively to the world is not a lot. I mean, there's not massive people using it. And if that were to just be implemented on something as small as Twitter, because, you know, I'm not saying Twitter's small in the sense of like it doesn't have a big user base, but it's, you know, if people are just using tipping on Twitter, I don't know how potentially big that could get. That could be maybe one of the biggest things in the world. That could maybe be one of the biggest, you know, innovations in the world is implementing like a free payment system on Twitter. I mean, there's no limit to this stuff. Tesla accepted BCH. I would had about a Model 3 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, I love Tesla cars, bro. I got one, and it's phenomenal. I mean, it's just a great ride. You know, it's so much better than just putting gas in your car. I mean, it's like you hear these people with these loud cars. It's like, come on, man, aren't we a little past that? No, I mean, it's a little obnoxious. So yeah, I mean, basically, we don't know how it would behave, guys. We don't know how the price would behave if it was in a real marketplace, like a mainstream marketplace. I think Twitter is a great idea, honestly. And I don't think implementing any crypto into Twitter is a great idea. Like accepting Dogecoin is not a great idea. It's just not. But who knows, guys? I mean, that might be the way that Elon Musk wants to take the company. I just don't see it. I mean, he could have probably done that already if he wanted it. But I mean, maybe he doesn't know what's better for crypto. Maybe he doesn't know yet. But I mean, everybody puts a lot of stuff on Elon Musk, though, I think, too. I mean, I know he has like he's the richest man in the world or whatever. And, you know, he's got all these companies and he's just this really amazing person. But like, we can't expect him to just implement everything. I feel like some people kind of tell this guy like he's gotta just, you know, he's already came up with electric cars basically. So he basically solved the emission problem right there to a degree. So and we want him to like, you know, have a private space company and do all this stuff. I mean, this guy's got a lot of pressure. Honestly, it's a little much, guys. I feel like the public gives this guy way too much pressure. Gabriel would have bought 111 Teslas with BCH. 111 Teslas with BCH. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how big of a whale he is. Maybe he's a massive whale you're insinuating. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I think basically, guys, like, you know, Elon Musk is one person. You know, if he implements Bitcoin Cash, if he implements Dogecoin, it's not the move. You know, we need to get something, give people the idea to figure out, like, what is this stuff? Because, I mean, crypto is great for gambling if that's your thing, but we need to get some real stuff going here. Guys, I'm live, so come on down. Feel free to come on down to the chat, guys. We'd love to have you here. Love to kick back on the chat and let us know what's on your mind. Let us know where you're at in the world. We got Bitcoin Jason in the on the Australia, and Bitcoin Jason says first million on YouTube made a bet or a challenge you on. Yeah, I know, I saw that, man. I don't think I think I saw the title. I don't know if I watched it or not. Like I watched a lot of his videos. Yeah, I mean, guys, there's great people in the Bitcoin Cash community. I heard Gabriel has left the community, but you know, I never saw him. Korean Boy Jay was in here one time saying that he basically like out or like was against Bitcoin Cash. Now I don't know if that was actually true or not. I didn't see it, so I don't know if that's what he meant directly by it, or he meant it kind of just joking around, like, oh, he left, like whatever. So you know, I don't want to speak for him, but we'll ask him when he comes to the chat at some point. Because I never follow any of this stuff. So if he's not doing videos anymore, it's just because I think I saw one video where he said he was just done with it. But I mean, he, like I said, he could just be tired of YouTube, honestly. Doesn't really matter. You know, if he wants to do it, he will. If he doesn't, he's not going to. And he's, you know, maybe got to that point. We used to live near each other. Yeah, I mean, I looked up Townsville, guys, where Bitcoin Jason's living at, and it looks really cool. Yeah, he's just quiet. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think he did. He just probably got tired of it. He made a lot of videos. I mean, it probably got to a point where he's like, you know, what do you want me to talk about? Like, I give you guys, you know, years of my time, and maybe he just had other stuff he had to do. I mean, that I can see that. But yeah, man, you guys live in a cool spot, bro. It looks tropical and nice, and you know, nice little spots in Australia. You know, these nice tropical areas. But yeah, guys, Bitcoin Jason's living in the spot, man. You can spend Bitcoin Cash. You can have nice weather year round. It doesn't get much better than that. So I definitely recommend if anybody can get out there and check it out, man. You never know how cool it is until you see it in person. I definitely want to get out there, you know, see what's going on, see how it is. So maybe we'll go there, guys. I mean, maybe, you know, maybe we can do the damn thing in Townsville. Who knows? Spend so much time on these devices, guys. It's crazy. Yes, guys, Dogecoin is up 10% for the week, 20% for the month, down from 84%. I mean, does this make any sense to anybody here? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. Apparently he was receiving death threats. Oh, Jade, what's going on? Welcome back. Thanks for throwing it in the chat. First Millie and I both lived on the Gold Coast. I left for Townsville to make Bitcoin Cash City. Damn, bro. That's cool, man. I mean, you guys live in a nice spot, bro. That's all I got to say. When I looked at it, I was just like, wow, man, that place looks like a really, like the type place I'd want to live. It's definitely nice where I'm at too, but it had more of a tropical feel where you guys are at. I'm feeling it's a little bit, you know, a little bit more warm in the warm season. Townsville looks so pretty. Just watch the crocs and stingers and go for a swim without realizing it. Yeah, guys. I mean, I don't know if there's crocs there. I guess Jade's saying there is. So yeah, you got to be careful there. I mean, it looked cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I love warm climate places. That's why I know I'd love St. Kitts. You know, I'd love St. Martin. And I mean, it just doesn't get better than that, guys. I mean, if you have Bitcoin Cash, you can use it there. You can, you know, go to these nice areas and spend it. But really, just spend your time in a nice area. I mean, it's not really, doesn't really have anything to do with the geographical location. It just happens to be in a really nice spot. But you know, we're hoping that we get this kind of adoption everywhere. You know, at least to a small scale at first. You know, everything starts small and build it up, and more people kind of realize that, you know, company owners might give incentives to use the Bitcoin Cash, because they can really do that, guys. I mean, you know, they're paying an arm and a leg for these transactions on their network. So on their credit card network, they're paying it, and you know, most people pay with a credit card. So if they can wipe these fees down, boom, done. Yeah, Chadwick always been consistent with BCH. Everybody else disappeared. Yeah, I mean, I disappeared too for a while, man. It's only because I didn't have time to do the video, man. I was, you know, I just wasn't making the time. I mean, we all have the time to do it. It's just not making the time. There's so many hours in a day, and you know, I wasn't trying to dip out. I don't even remember where the price was when I wasn't doing videos. So, I mean, I've been here the whole time. I'm not trying to mislead people into buying this coin. You know, I'm right here too, just kind of sitting here, and you know, that's pretty much the deal. I mean, we're trying to change the world with this stuff, guys. That's not easy. The world's been a certain way for a really long time, and you know, it's not something you just change overnight. It takes, you know, dedication, hard work, and commitment, basically. So you gotta have those three things, and we'll get there, guys. I mean, we'll get there the best we can. You know, we're doing the best we can already. It doesn't have to seem hopeless until it never happens, guys. We're going in the right direction on every angle. So we just got to keep our spirit strong, basically, and you know, weather this downturn, and you know, always think that the downturn can always be worse. It could always be worse. The prices could be down, you could have no money, and you could also have no coin. The prices could be up, you can have no money, but at least you have your coin. You see what I'm saying? So it could switch so quick to any direction. There's no rhyme or reason sometimes why it goes like that, but you know, like we just said, we've seen Litecoin up 30%. So you know, where's the logic there? Bitcoin Jason says death threats is probably because he made price predictions that did not happen. It can happen, but he is before his time. Yeah, I mean, to give somebody a death threat is pretty lame, honestly. If he was getting death threats because he was, I mean, people can speculate on price. That's something we've been doing for, you know, quite a while, guys. I mean, human beings have been speculating on prices for a very, very long time. If somebody's getting death threats over that, I mean, don't you think that's kind of lame? Like, it just, even if they invested their money because of this, I mean, to go to the extent of death threats, it's just really ridiculous. I don't know. I think it's a little much to threaten somebody with death because the price predictions didn't go their way. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who disappeared. I guess Gabriel's really the only one that did. And I mean, he said he was leaving. It wasn't like he disappeared. I don't think he kind of said he was leaving. I think he had a last video, and he just said, "Yeah, it's my last YouTube." You know, whatever. So, I mean, you know, he might come back, guys. He's just maybe taking a break, or not. I mean, we don't know until he comes back. So, I don't really know who was making videos. I mean, Roger's been kind of making videos off and on. You know, I see a video now and again from him. Bitcoin Jason makes videos. You got Ryan Griffin. You got Jeremy from Bitcoin Podcast. You know, you got Devs. You got the Twitter thing. You got Sunny. So, I mean, there's people trying to be as active as we can. I mean, we don't have, you know, tons and tons of funds to be doing, you know, events and stuff like that. But I mean, we could get there. It can grow organically that way. You know, if the death threats, who knows if the death threats were real? Yeah, I mean, they could have just been bogus. Somebody trying to scare them or something like that. Or, you know, people are weird, man. They'll try to mess with you just because they, you know, don't agree with what you say. So many people got wrecked. Price speculation is exactly that. Nobody knows the end target. I believe he told people to buy a certain number of coins and they would become millionaires. Yeah, he was kind of speculating on price. I will say that. But I mean, to give somebody a death threat's a little much. But yeah, I hear what you're saying. He did devote many years on BCH, so I respect him for it. Yeah, his videos went back a while. I mean, he was doing it since the fork. So, you know, if anybody's in contact with him, you know, tell him, you know, we all said hey. Maybe he'll watch. Maybe he watches this chat on, you know, rerun, or comes in live sometimes and doesn't say anything. So, you know, we don't know, man. Maybe he's out there. So, so Gabriel, we appreciate the years devoted to Bitcoin Cash, man. We'd love to see a video. If you got time to make one, or you're feeling like making one, we hope everything's good, and you know, we're all here with you. So yeah, man, we gotta stay here together, guys. You know, the price is you know, it wrecked a lot of people. Maybe, you know, who knows who it wrecked. I mean, a lot of people got into this stuff really late. I mean, you know, really late from where it's at now. It's down like 6x from where it's at on a lot of these coins. Solana, some of these, Terra. A lot of people are in Terra. FTX, I mean, it's a lot. He also was the one that encouraged me to go on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, that's great. I mean, I'm glad you came on YouTube too, man. We got to at least try. I didn't agree with this, but I think in the end he was only trying to keep people motivated and interested in Bitcoin Cash. Yeah, maybe. Both first Millie have different nuances. I'm thankful for our passing crossing. Yeah, I mean, I agree with everybody, guys. You know, it is what it is, bro. So, you know, like I said, he might make videos, he might not. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. We got Bitcoin Jason in the house. We got Jade in the house. We got, I mean, who's all here? We got a couple people here. 5 people in the chat. I don't know if I count as one. So we got Pete in the chat. I don't know if any of y'all are still here, other than Bitcoin Jason's definitely leading the chat tonight. Thank you for that. And Jade has entered the chat. So yeah, I mean, we're just cruising through here. Might stay on a little bit of time here, and you know, yeah, happy to be here. And you know, the prices are where they're at. I mean, it's just, they are where they're at. You know, we got terrible news. Just Google crypto. It's nothing but negative stuff. And then we look at price, and we got Litecoin up for 30% for the week, and you know, Dogecoin up. You know, going back up. Binance doing over $300. So we got a lot of power here, guys. A lot of signals, in my opinion, to kind of say we're going up, and we'll see how everything turns out. You know, we never know when we might get lucky on a price movement. Mobile coin was up over 200% today. Looks like it's gone up another 22% up here since I started this video, because I think it was down to like 2% up. Maybe it was 12%. It's gone up another 10%. Just craziness. Bitcoin Jason says he and I don't always see eye to eye, and to see from his eyes was enlightening. Yeah, I mean, big mad respect to him, brother. I remember Jason. I also found you through his channel. I think he had the best intentions. I wish First Millie came to the conference. He would be blowing up YouTube right now. He could have made great content together. Yeah, I mean, maybe he'll be back. I mean, I'd like to see him come back. I think we all would. Yeah. I mean, we do what we can with this stuff, guys. I mean, we're only one individual, so you know, Bitcoin Jason's trying to make content. I'm trying to make content. We got people trying to watch content and enter these chats. I mean, it all takes time, guys. It's not, you know, this isn't like something we can just do all of a sudden here and just out of nowhere. You know, we're having to dedicate time, coming here, you know, being in this chat, talking about this stuff. You know, this is tight-knit community stuff. So, you know, maybe Gabriel will come here. Who knows? We could make great content together. Yeah, I mean, you could. Spend so much time on these devices, don't we? Constantly speculating on price. Jade says, Chad, are you noticing restaurants and cafes charging surcharges on weekends to cover rising costs? No, I haven't. I don't know if that's even legal out here. But Bitcoin Jason says, I might make a call to action to First Military to return. Yeah, you should, man. Let's do a group vote. Ask them to come back. That would be good, Jason. Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. Let's do a Skype or something and say, hey, you know, come back and make videos whenever. You know, miss the content. We're, you know, already losing content already. So we gotta, you know, we need consistent content. That's the main reason I came on here, guys, is because like there's really nothing on YouTube a lot recently on Bitcoin Cash. It's all automated, just junk, and there's nothing really good on it. So if anybody is searching for it, they're gonna get a very bad experience, you know, if they come to YouTube. So yeah, I heard that Twitch, I think, what is it, Twitch or something like that? I think that one's you know, it's a good platform. You know, maybe we could look into that. You know, I might be outdated by using YouTube. Anyway, I think there's, you know, there's TikTok and stuff like that too. Guys, throw it in the chat if you're live. We're live. Come on down. Join the chat. Definitely live right now. Bitcoin Jason says, when I went to the States, I noticed prices really expensive. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been to where you're at, so I wouldn't be able to give you an honest comparison. Jade says, restaurants here in Australia are charging 10%. Yes, it's legal here, although it has to be clearly displayed. So yeah, I mean, on the weekend, yeah. I mean, release your action reverse. Okay. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for saying hi. Hi from NL. I'm trying to think, where's that at? North London? I mean, I'm guessing here. The KFC in the States is way more expensive than the same item in Australia. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, KFC, huh? The chicken there is cheaper in Australia, I guess. That's crazy. So, yeah, when you want some KFC, guys, you want to have it in Australia. It seems to be maybe a bit cheaper. These psychos around the world are frying these chickens up, guys, and charging us different prices. It just doesn't make any sense. It seems like we should be able to go somewhere and just get a price of a chicken fried for us at KFC, a franchise market brand. Garbage. Well, I wouldn't have thought so, Jason. Well, it's happening. It's definitely happening, guys. They're changing the price of the fried chicken. Can you believe it? based on where you're at geographic. We go to maybe China and even be cheaper. So where you guys eating your fried chicken at? I guess it really does matter, because those prices are going to be different. So Pete, apparently the chickens are 2 times the size of American chickens. So I don't know why that is. Maybe before we slaughter them, we don't want to have them too big. You know, a lot of these restaurants out here, they use young chickens before they basically just cut their heads off and, you know, we consume them. But I mean, we've been doing this for hundreds of thousands of years, guys. Eating chicken. So, you know, the interesting part is not only the size difference, but the price. You don't get a drink, apparently. So apparently they're giving away free drinks in Australia. So, wow. Added hormones. Yeah, probably. Probably in most of the stuff we eat. Oh, you're just messing with us? So the chickens are not different sizes? They're just normal? You just totally made that up? It's cool, we all believed it. No worries. Now the KFC in LA? Oh man. Damn, man, I wish I knew you would have stopped at the airport. Maybe I could have came in and have lunch. I don't know how they let you do it, but it's for another day, I guess. My supersize everything over there. Yeah, they do. Most stuff is yeah. Yeah, Americans have to have fat, you know, they have to have that splurging moment. And, you know, that's why half the globe doesn't like us. But, I don't know. I mean, it's all relative, right? I think I read more. I think you guys in Australia actually eat more meat. Or maybe it was Europe. I'm not sure. So, you know, it's all relative, guys. A lot of this stuff isn't even charted, you know. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash. I'm trying to keep the chat going as long as I can. Trying to get some content out there, guys, so at least people can have hopefully, you know, get a good experience if they search Bitcoin Cash for the week or the month on YouTube. Hope I'm starting to pop up there a little bit. Bitcoin Giant Jason asks, now that I know that you were close, next time I'm in LA, I'll reach out to you. Yeah, man, give me a call. I'll definitely cruise up there to eat some KFC. You know, maybe they'll let you leave the airport. I don't know how that works though, but if you could, yeah, we can grab some lunch or something, or I can even go to the airport too. I don't know if how it all works. We'd have to figure that out, but most definitely. Yeah, we make some good content. Yeah, for sure. So it's easy to make good content about a good brand, guys. You know, it's another good thing about this crypto stuff, and specifically Bitcoin Cash. I mean, when you have a good brand, you have a good marketing point. I mean, you want to sell people on the brand, guys. It's not going to sell itself until they use it. So give them some, send them some crypto. You know, do the damn thing. Give them a way to actually experience it without just boring them to death with the conversation of it. Just, hey, just download this wallet. You know, it's no big deal. I'll send you some. You know, you can watch it. I've sent so many people crypto, guys. I asked my friend the other day. He said, man, he's like, I need to borrow a little bit of money. I said, bro, didn't I send you some crypto? Oh yeah. These people don't even realize they have it, guys. They don't even remember. So they always go back to it. Kind of the moral of that story. They go back to it at some point. See what their crypto. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go check on that crypto and see what the balance is. Jade, any plans to come to Australia, chat? I don't know. You know, it's not in the plan book yet, but I mean, that could change. I mean, I don't see any reason why I can't. Jane Daz, I see we can host the next BCH conference. Yeah, I mean, if they don't do it in St. Kitts, or, you know, if they don't do another one next year already, I don't know if they have rights to that. I don't know how any of that works, but it seems like it'd make more sense to have it in, like, not make more sense, just as much sense to have it out there at this Townsville area. Jason, you should make a video together with Chad. This would be awesome. Yeah, maybe we will, man. I did one with Jeremy randomly one time. I think he was in the chat for a bit. And I said, hey, you know, you want to come on? So yeah, guys, we definitely do that. Let me know. Always down to that kind of stuff. Guys, we are live on Bitcoin Cash.
Plan to host a mega conference here, each country like the Olympics. Yeah, that would be great, bro. Let us know. Let us all know for sure. Yeah, I watched your Bitcoin chat with Jeremy. It was so entertaining watching you try to set it up between bong rips. Yeah, man, we do what we can. We do what we most certainly can. Is BCH big in the Bahamas? I mean, Mark Cuban said it was, but I mean, he might have meant to say St. Kitts. I mean, you know, a lot of people kind of generalize the Bahama area as the Caribbean. I mean, it might sound sad, guys, but a lot of people, and I don't mean I'm not making fun of it. It's just you know, I had this mindset too. The Bahamas, people think it's just, there's a whole bunch of islands down there. You're down there in the Bahamas. They don't know that there's St. Kitts, St. Martin, St. Lucia, Grenada, you know, all these different islands down there. It's just because they don't care. You know, they don't care about the Caribbean. You know, that's only a place for people that like it, you know. I love the Caribbean, guys. I'd love to live down there. But yeah, I don't know. I've never heard of the Bahamas being like a hub for Bitcoin Cash. So I was a little surprised when I heard that. You know, I was a little surprised. St. Kitts is growing along with St. Martin. They plan to make BCH legal tender. Yeah, thanks for reiterating that, Bitcoin Jason. You've said that a couple times, and it should continue because, guys, it's big news. We're talking about an entire country accepting a crypto that can basically be, you know, used as legal tender. You know, we've seen El Salvador do it. We know the nightmare with their Chivo wallet. So I mean, for this to happen in St. Kitts and St. Martin, it's a great, you know, it's a great thing. Bitcoin Jeremy. Pete says, by the way, I think you're the only one who calls him Bitcoin Jeremy, but I like it. We should try to make it stick. You don't mind, Jason? Yeah, I think Korean Boy Jay was actually calling me B-Chad, and then there was a dude named B-Chad in here. So, you know, to be such a smaller community in terms of like people that are active in it, making content, it's kind of weird that we have all these like weird little names. Like we had B-Chad in here, and Korean Boy Jay was calling me B-Chad, so kind of strange. Both the Caribbean and the BCH city have 200 real store merchants. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I don't know how big your city is exactly, but you know, St. Kitts is very small. So 200, that's like basically the entire island, I would assume. Do you think BitBoy is going to hear how big BCH is down there while he stakes his SPF? Man, I don't know, man. I did see that. He's like scoping the dude's house. I don't really know, man. That's a little much, man. To show up at some dude's house. Like, bro, what are you doing? I mean, is it just me? I mean, he went to the guy's house. Don't you think that's a little much? I don't know, man. That guy makes a lot of content, but at the end of the day, guys, he was accepting bribes for pump and dumps. And then, you know, he came back later and said he was sorry. But, you know, how you gonna accept all the scams and take all the money and then pump the prices up, they crash, and then you want to come back and say sorry? I mean, I don't know, man. It seems a little much. Hey, come here. Come in here. Yeah, so I don't know, man. You know, people make mistakes. It's not the end of the world. I'm just saying. Probably shouldn't even have said sorry. I mean, a lot of people lost money on those pump and dumps, man. Anyways. Yeah, apparently we got 200 stores, guys, in Australia, Townsville. And we got 200 stores in St. Kitts accepting Bitcoin Cash. So, when Bitcoin Cash moons, you know, do your duty and go down there and spend a little bit. The local merchants that are accepting your currency, which is just crazy. Talking entire countries. We need nicknames. Yeah, we do. Who knows where BitBoy's at? I unsubscribed. Yeah, apparently he's down. BitBoy, you're not missing much, Jason, but apparently he's down there at Sam's house, like in the Bahamas, trying to like scope this guy out and like I guess get him on camera or something, or maybe an interview. I don't really know, but I mean, he's at the dude's house. He's it's pretty, you know. I just think it's a little much, man. Like you don't go to somebody's house like that. But I guess you can. I guess there's nothing illegal about it. You know, I guess you can knock on anybody's door. You don't need permission to just like knock on their door and say, hey, you know, hey, I just want to see if you wanted to talk a minute. But I don't know.
Take care. Bye. Later, bro. Thanks for coming by. So apparently BitBoy Crypto is literally in the Bahamas right now in front of Sam Bankman-Fried's hotel wanting him to talk. That's insane. So I thought he was at his house. Is he not even at his house anymore? Is he at a hotel? Love to know. Cause I thought I know his house is down there. He has like a $40 million house. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of weird showing up at somebody's house, but that's just me. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the guy knocking on Sam's house. You know, give him a little bit of peace and quiet right now. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe if he talks, it'll be good for the community, but I just don't see it. You know, hey, I'm at your house. You want to talk? No. I want you to leave my house. Why are you at my house in the first place? Why are you here? It's a hotel. Oh, did he buy a hotel? I thought he had a house. Not a house. So apparently he's at Sam's hotel, which is oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, this dude's hunting down Sam Bankman-Fried. Like a bounty hunter. But I mean, when you find him, it's just like, what are you going to do, dude? He doesn't want to, he's already talked to everybody on TV. He doesn't want to talk to more people. But apparently, you know, that's what they're doing. They're getting the views, man. He's down there looking for him. So we'll see how that goes. Either he's going to get arrested or they're going to talk to him, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Got 105,000, so he's definitely probably made some money. But he's down there freaking looking for him. Man, that's a little much, bro. Maybe he'll talk to you, maybe he won't. I mean, who knows? Guys, we are live in Bitcoin Cash. Let us know. We're here. I mean, we're tracking everything here. I mean, it's nothing more. It's nothing far from the cuckoo world. It's always been little things like this happening. It's always been problems. Guys, drop it in the chat if you want me to, you know, talk about something specific. I don't have really anything in mind other than this carnage happening with BitBoy Crypto going to Sam's house and hotel apparently. Not sure what all that's about. Feel free to come down to the chat. Have you got my QR code in the top right? Do let me know. We're not on any other social media platforms or anything like that, so if you found the chat, we're happy you're here. You're not going to find us anywhere else. Not going to be on a lot of these chats, guys. So, you know, let them know. If you see people on Twitter, tell them we're, you know, doing the live chat. Tell them to come down. Tell them to speculate. To maybe even just join the chat for some commentary. It's no big thing to join. You just come on down, and it's you're pretty much there. I mean, it's effortless, guys.
feel free to come down, guys. Like I said, definitely entertaining to do. So I do recommend it, guys. So mobile coin, guys, it was the talk of the evening. 200% up. 200% up out of nowhere. It's like, seriously, no rhyme or reason to it. It's on Binance, it's on ℚ𝕠𝕘𝕖𝕣, it's on FTX, of course, not anymore. At least there's no volume on it, so we don't know what really just happened there. Maybe they just ended the trading for that coin indefinitely, and ended it on a higher note, on almost $3, a little over $3 actually. So down from 70 cents is not bad. 58 cents, 59. So I mean, there you go. This just shows you the power of this stuff, guys. Power of crypto. Not a mineable coin, nothing specific, but doing the volume. I mean, we're talking 97 million on ℚ𝕠𝕗 alone. Another almost 70 million on Binance. Over 70 if we count all the trading pairs. So, I mean, these are two major exchanges, ℚ𝕠𝕗, the big one, Binance, Bitfinex. Like I said, it was on FTX, but that's now ended. Carnival ride has came to a close on that one. Guys, let me know if the music's ever too loud. I don't want it to dominate the conversation, but it's good to kind of let something run. So yeah, I guess he's down there. So, you know, that's where we left off, guys. BitBoy Crypto is down in the Bahamas. A ballsy move. You know, can't hate him for it. You know, it's a ballsy move. I mean, I wouldn't have done it. So I mean, I guess I'm too pussy to say I would do it. You know, he's the one down there doing it. But you know, I just don't know if I'd want to knock on somebody's door going through a hard time. I mean, it seems like a bad time to knock. But nonetheless, guys, this is the kind of stuff that happens in the crypto world. Feel free to drop in, guys. Pete says, "What's your take on BTC? Do you still support it? Believe in digital gold narrative?" Nah. I mean, simply nah. I don't. The only thing with BTC, man, that I don't like is the fact that it doesn't work. If it worked, I'd be open to it. I'm not saying it would be my #1 coin, but I'd be open to it. It doesn't work. You know, it just doesn't make sense. Ethereum didn't even work, but I haven't used it since it's moved to proof of stake. It's not functionable. I'm not going to spend, you know, anywhere from $1.50 to $5 in crypto moving my crypto. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. So do I support the gold narrative? Nah, I don't. The digital gold thing is all a bunch of noob people saying that. They're all pushing it, all the noobs. Do I want to see Bitcoin Core fail? No, I don't. I mean, if people need to have, just know if Bitcoin Core stays top market cap, that means the idea of a payment system and what Bitcoin is today, it does not stand for a payment system. It doesn't stand for like it stands for, it might as well be proof of stake at that point. You know, and that might be why we saw Ethereum go to proof of stake. But the idea of it being a payment system, if it stays, I don't want to see Bitcoin Core like go to zero. I mean, I don't care enough for that to happen. I don't want like bad stuff to happen to people's money and them lose their money. But if it stays like the #1 market cap, then the idea of Bitcoin being a payment system has failed. So it's failed right now in that model. Now, if you look at it on Bitcoin Cash and you look at like
the metrics of it and where it's at, where it's being used, the fundamental elements behind it. You know, anywhere from just general stuff to, you know, actual protocol in code. But it seems to have the best model for it, but it's only been kind of really tested in St. Kitts and some of these other places like Australia, the Bitcoin Cash City, not like worldwide. And like I said, the Silk Road, you know, even though it was a massive marketplace, we still, comparatively to like a real marketplace, like just retail as simple as like goods and services, like restaurants or anything like that, just normal day-to-day stuff, grocery stores, transactions online, you know, it's such a small marketplace. So we haven't really even seen Bitcoin really perform in a real marketplace, because Silk Road, even though I don't know at the height of how much volume it was doing, and I know it was huge, I'm just saying if you compare it to like a real marketplace, like a real world economy, I don't think we've seen that yet. But the digital gold thing, I mean, I think that's the only thing that the peg it's got to stand on, honestly, at this point. There's not much really, you know, they can really stand on at this point other than digital gold. I mean, it's the truth. Guys, I'm going to probably wrap up the chat here in a minute. So any closing arguments or closing statements, try to get them in here in the next, you know, 2 to 3 minutes, and we'll try to wrap it up, you know, maybe in a little bit of time. Stark Origin just arrived. Yep. How can BTC stay number one? The money from the people around the world is more than BTC speculators combined. Bitcoin was supposed to be money for the world, not speculative asset. Yeah. Been saying that since day one, Stark. Thank you. Been saying that since day one, and I'm glad you laid down the reminder, because it's absolutely true. It's supposed to be money for the world, guys. That's what I'm saying. If Bitcoin Core stays at number one market cap, Bitcoin has failed as a payment system. Now, taking that model and looking at where Bitcoin Cash is right now, it's the only one that's doing it. It's the only one that's, you know, being used as a payment system for merchant adoption and retail use, and, you know, the whole nine. So you know, everybody in the world using a little bit of Bitcoin Cash is so much more powerful than even like the Silk Road, because it's so many people. It really creates competition for it, guys. I mean, that's the beauty of it. It actually creates competition where things get built out, you know, and find price speculation a lot better than just being, you know, just out there based on a cost. Hey, Green Boy Jay, what's good? What's going on, man? You caught us at the end. Yeah, I came on early today, man. I gotta start coming on a little bit earlier. I've been staying up way too late, man, so I gotta cut it down a little bit, man. So thought you were usually scheduled going up to be 10:30. Yeah, I mean, it was, man. I gotta go to bed a little bit earlier, bro. I can't be staying up, you know, super late, and you know, I've been staying up till 3, 4 in the morning, man. So you know, there's no point staying up till 3 in the morning and waking up at 10 or, you know, 11 the next day. You know, it's just too late, man. So you might have to start doing a little bit earlier, bro. You have to catch us on the rerun and watch it and get here when you can, bro. I know you got that second job, so man, you gotta just keep going with that. Keep buying your Bitcoin Cash and keep supporting it. And do the best you can do, brother. Do the best you can do. Guys, if you do the best you can do every day, you'll never have a bad day. You're live on Bitcoin Cash, guys. Feel free to come down to the chat. Love to have you here. Guys, feel free to come down to Bitcoin Cash. We're live. Drop it in the chat. Let us know anything you got on your mind. Gladly discuss it. He says, thanks man, appreciate your channel. I pop in every now and then and been busy lately. Love to chill video vibes. PC me is too serious sometimes. Yeah, I try to keep it chill here, man. It's just all fun at the end of the night, bro. We don't want to, we're supposed to be, this stuff's supposed to be fun. So it's insane to me that Australia has one of the most adoption in the country and still not legal Tinder. I know, right? Seems like it's going on in Australia like quite a bit. Later, Pete. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, man, HJ, I know what you mean, bro. It seems like Australia should be one of the runners up for making this stuff legal, right? Everybody from over there is always coming in here and talking about the adoption there. So I think it just has to do with the size, bro. Australia is just a massive country, like comparatively to like St. Kitts. It's not. There's not that same kind of, but I know what you mean. It still seems, even on a big scale, that it's kind of taken off there as like one of the main ones, which is kind of cool. I mean, you can't say that about any other current crypto, I would say. I mean, we had some stuff that took off in Japan, that was, like Monacoin and some of these Japanese cryptos in China, but we've seen like not any long-term, I mean, I know those coins are still around. I don't want to say that they're just gone. I know for a fact they're, Monacoin's doing fine. But, just that following like Australia has for Bitcoin Cash seems to be pretty big. I remember I had a math tutor when I was in 5th grade and she told me buying some Bitcoin, but I didn't take her seriously and I was too young to understand crypto. Yeah, I mean, your math tutor's probably a millionaire. So, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin was really not that expensive just a couple years ago. I mean, comparatively to some asset classes, has performed just very well. All right, guys, I know some of you guys kind of came a little bit late, man, but I gotta get going here. So, it is what it is, man. We'll try to get on here when we can. Been on here for a while now, I think. So guys, take care, man. Appreciate you guys coming down. Green Boy J, man, wish you could have came earlier. It's all good though. We'll catch you guys later. Brian, thanks for coming. Bitcoin Jason left a little bit ago. Pete, thank you. I know you left. Yeah, you guys all came down to the chat, guys. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming out. And have a great night or great day wherever you're at. Bye-bye.